Is there a balance of like you want to start the season with a dub, but like not pressing too hard because it's still a long year?
Yeah, I'll think about that after the game. I think I want to win this game as much as possible. If you win the game, all the other, stuff doesn't matter. So it matters, but trying to win the game, we'll take care of the what ifs after that. Yeah.
What do you make just of the Panthers? What you've seen on tape, kind of what Bryce did last year?
Going into that, kind of with the end, I feel like of what they did last year. From what I've seen, they were like a lot more explosive. I think they're on timing a lot better. Hard running team. They run the ball very hard. I think they pride their hats on being physical and stuff, finishing plays, driving off of blocks, and just keeping the ball churning like that. And then when they do get out, like in space, try to pick up one-on-one matchups a little bit when they get empty or 4 open sets, and really try to extend plays to make cool throws downfield, however he does it, sidearm and all that stuff, kind of get the quarterback out the pocket and be able to throw to the matchup that he wants. So they were a lot more explosive at the end of last year, and we definitely have to be on our assignments to be able to match all that.
And I know defense played together a few series in the preseason, but now knowing you can do a full game together, nobody's coming off the field, just how excited are you to just get a full game under your belt in this game?
I'm excited. I just love playing football, and then being out here with this group of guys, I think we got coached pretty quickly. So definitely excited to see how everybody plays and want most success for everybody. So I think being out there and being able to have success as a unit is going to be really cool to see.
What's the comfort level in this defense? I mean, you're going into the regular season now as a change from what you've had the past couple of years. Scheme-wise.
Yeah. I think our communication has been really good because we know how important it is, play in, play out, to be on our P's and Q's communication-wise. So it's kind of like we're expecting the next guy to communicate. So it's been cool to grow as a defense all the way through preseason that way. That kind of has us more comfortable with each other than I feel like maybe in years prior things were like put on everybody's shoulder more individualistically, like make sure you have your assignment right. But I feel like now more people know what the guy next to them is doing this year. So hopefully, that carries over to the season and we're able to play faster because of it.
As players, is there a part of you guys that wants to see just how Liam is on a game day and what he's like on a game day?
I think it really, you want the coach to be however he is comfortably. I think it really rides on us. We make the calls come to life. So I think he has that personality. Whatever he's going to bring to the game, he brings to the game. But I think we go out and win the game for the team. I think we have to take it upon ourselves to go out and win games. Obviously, the coach has to be confident, calling what he calls, has his demeanor. I think we're all going to kind of ride off of that. But I know when the plays start playing, like the players got to go make the play. So it's really about how we go out, take the field and stuff.
You mentioned at the beginning thinking about last year and kind of getting that bad taste out of your mouth a little bit. How much does, I guess, being able to go out there and really put that behind you, is that something that's been a part of this process the whole way?
It's definitely been a motivation as the offseason goes on. I think nobody played how they wanted to last year, and even with that new addition of players, I think they came in and understood how we did not feel good going into the offseason last year. So kind of coming in and righting the ship, they kind of got on board with that, and everybody kind of has that same goal of coming here and starting the season off right, having a great season this year.
Foye, what excites you about this football team?
We're all hungry. That's the most exciting part of it. Like, everybody has something to prove, and I think that coming out game one, we can definitely prove something. Starting off the year, setting the standard.
Just being among my peers and them seeing me as a leader, that feels really good, and we're going to be a really good football team, so that means a lot for me.
How important is it to kind of start the season off fast and this week one? How important are these games?
They're very important, man. Just getting the rhythm and winning. Playing winning football in September, that means a lot. So if you can get these great games early and get on the roll and understand your process and how you want to play games, it means a lot in the NFL because momentum is a real thing in the NFL, and I feel like that's a big thing.
I'm sure you get asked the last however many weeks or whatever, family members, hey, how are you guys going to be? How are you guys going to be? What gets you fired up about this football team? What do you tell them?
Just our connectiveness, that, we want to do the same thing. We're on the same goal. We want to change the trajectory of, what we think of, as a Jag. So, getting back to the playoffs and things like that and being feared in the AFC. So that's what we want to do, and that's what we're headed to, just winning games.
What do you see when you look at this Panthers receiver room?
They're big guys that can make plays. And I know Hunter Renfrow, I've played him before. He's very sneaky, he's very crafty. So you don't want to sleep on him. And of course, Jimmy Horn, he's crafty too. I've been watching him. So they got some guys that can do different things. Catch the ball, high point it, and they got some guys that can run and catch and make all and do all the routes. So I feel like when Bryce gets on the roll, he's really good. So.
How much strain can a guy like Bryce Young put on a defense? I think Liam compared him to Steph Curry.
Yeah, a lot. Honestly, I mean, like I said, when he's on, man, when he's passing, he can make it happen. And then when things break down, he's really good with his legs. So he's a dual threat that can be very dangerous for offense, especially for defense, especially when he's on. And you just don't want to have him when he's doing all of that and having all that to his disposal.
You guys know what you want to do defensively. I'm assuming game planning, everything else. But are you curious what this is going to look like with all the work put in and all the new pieces?
Yeah, absolutely. You always have an idea of what your identity is going to be going into the season. But once it's on tape, during the season, and you have a whole week to prepare for teams, you definitely see what you guys are molding into. So I'm excited to see what we are. But I feel like we've identified ourselves as a physical football team, and that's what we want to hang our hats on. And I feel like we're going to do that first game and throughout the season.
How much of the guys that were here last year defensively talk about got to get rid of that memory, that taste in our mouth of what happened?
We're not even worried about it, honestly. We're just thinking about what we can do going forward and winning games and making sure that we're connected as a unit to go out there and put the best football on film. That's what we are worried about, playing it one snap at a time and making sure that we put the best product out there for ourselves this year.
Does that week one feeling ever get old, knowing the preseason's over and you're about to go finally play a full game again?
Yeah, speaking of old, man, I'm can hear it, man. So this I think Cam told me this is my 15th first game in the NFL. So it never goes away, honestly. That feeling of those goosebumps and those butterflies, it's just like you feel like your first game as a 6-year-old. It's the same feeling. It's the same feeling every day until you hit somebody, honestly. So it never gets old, and I'm grateful that I get my 15th first game.
So your 15th first game, but first time in the AFC South as a team. How outlook on this AFC South division for you?
Well, it's getting tougher, honestly. Guys are they're making moves, and I feel like it's up for grabs. I know Houston has had it for a few years, but honestly, I feel like we have a shot to do it, man. I think we're a really good football team. We're very physical, and we're coming together as a unit and getting to know each other, and especially on the back end, we're getting to know each other a little bit better and seeing how we want to play, and I feel like we're going to do pretty good.
Surprised about Michael and how that whole thing went down?
Hey, man, Jerry put out that documentary for a reason, man. So it's Jerry's, man. Jerry World, man. It's definitely a surprise. Michael, I thought he was going to be a staple for a long time, but I feel like feelings soured and things went south. So it's the NFL, anything can happen.